And today is a day of remembrance for all of Southeast Louisiana as we commemorate the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, the storm that changed us. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Katie Moore, and we are joining you live tonight along the Levee Exhibit Hall and Garden that is here at the London Avenue Canal. This exhibit that you see behind us actually documents the areas where the levees broke or the flood protection system failed in New Orleans. And as we know, that caused one of the greatest disasters in U.S. history. Now, that was 20 years ago today, and the storm affected hundreds of thousands of people. Many of them were displaced across the country and, as we know, left homeless. More than 200,000 homes were damaged in New Orleans alone.
Well, today, in true New Orleans fashion, the community came together for a march and a second line that is to honor those who were lost and also celebrate the city's perseverance. Alyssa Curtis has more on the emotional look back and the commitment to a better future.
We welcome those who returned and those who wanted to but could not.
20 years after the levees broke, hundreds gathered at one of the sites where the water rushed in.
Our families, our neighbors, suffered a wound so deep that it still aches. We remember the lives lost.
To heal.
May the lives they lived and the sacrifices they made be a call to action.
And express a multitude of emotions that come with the monumental anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. Grief for those who didn't survive. Frustration for the infrastructure that failed.
Katrina was not just a natural disaster. It was a man-made catastrophe born of neglect, racism, and disinvestment. The storm revealed what happens when poor and black communities are left unprotected.
Pride in the perseverance.
We are also showing what it looks like to come together to build the good in community. We are here in spite of the bad and because of the good.
And joy that New Orleans is still standing.
Look at us. Look at us. We're still here.
But above all else, a demand for action. While remembering Katrina, the crowd echoed a message of never letting this happen again. An appearance by former Vice President Al Gore rallied the crowd as he called upon the government to address the climate crisis and rebuild FEMA.
When the rain comes, when the storm hits, when the drought dries up the water, when the ice melts and the sea level rises, remember that these warnings came, and now is the time to act on these warnings.
Then the people marched.
And of course, in true New Orleans fashion, the march turned into a second line, the perfect way to encapsulate all the emotions that come with the commemoration of the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina.
Keeping true to the roots of New Orleans through it all.
The beauty of this community is not just in what we lost, but in what we never let go of. Our dignity, our culture, our love for one another.
Keeping true to the roots of New Orleans through it all. Alyssa Curtis, WWL, Louisiana.
And New Orleans city leaders and community members also gathered for a wreath-laying ceremony at the foot of Canal Street to honor the 1,400 lives lost to Hurricane Katrina, as well as the many people who still have not been identified.
We know that on this day, 20 years ago, August 29, 2025, our city and our lives were forever changed. But 20 years later, we stand and we sit here united. We're not united in faith, but united in real purpose.
In St. Tammany Parish, Katrina damaged or destroyed around 70% of the homes. Storm surge flooded low-lying areas, while wind and trees damaged buildings across the parish. Today, parish leaders held a ceremony in Slidell to dedicate a new memorial there to the victims. It's in Camp Salmon Nature Park in Slidell, and there are benches around it so people can come, sit, and reflect. Now, of course, we are live at this exhibit at the London Avenue Canal. Levees.org established this to document those areas where the flood protection system failed, and it's sort of fitting that it is drizzly and rainy where we are right now.